Hey everybody, today's topic's a little bit different, a little bit inspiring maybe. Got the wonderful birds out, the sun is out. It's a great day to make balisong videos. And today I kind of wanted to talk about the idea that you may or may not need to be a good flipper to make balisong videos and balisong content. I think that we live in a time when there's more balisong creators than there's ever been before, and more flippers than ever before, and a lot of really great flippers. And just about every single creator, I feel like, is a phenomenal flipper. So does that mean you need to be a great flipper to be a content creator? No. And I'll talk about why. I myself do not consider myself to be a great flipper. You know, I think I'm somewhere at intermediate to beginner, if I'm being honest. There's a lot of tricks that are staples in the community that I just can't do, or that I suck at. My shortstops are bad. They're slow, they're not clean, they're not consistent. But I'm okay with that. You know, it's a trick that I'm working on, I'm learning. Boom, shortstop. And I don't let that get me down. I just do other tricks. You know, I don't typically do tricks that I suck at in my videos because I suck at them. That's okay. Do the tricks you're good at. And that's the thing that I think a lot of us do when we make these videos. If there's a trick that we're bad at, we don't tend to do it in these videos. That's why a lot of you get to only see a small percentage of the flipping we do. You know, you might think like, oh, you know, this content creator is so good, they do all these tricks. But that's because they're only showing you the good stuff. You know, if you look at an Instagram clip and you go, wow, this guy's so good, he posts a clip every day, I will never be that good. You know, they're not telling you how long it takes to get some of those clips. You know, they can be cherry picked from a 30-minute session perhaps, just to get a 30-second clip. And that's just how a lot of this kind of stuff goes. It's like a performance art. There's so much practice and work that goes into it behind the scenes that you're never gonna see. And of course, for every phenomenal flipper, they once started out as a complete beginner, you know, just kind of doing their double rollout. Man, this balisong is slippery. And that's okay, we all start somewhere. A lot of content creators, if you go back far enough into their videos, you will see that they are not nearly as good of a flipper as they are today. You know, take myself, take Blade Bias, Will Hirsch. We all have grown as flippers since starting our channels, and that's a good thing. You know, it's not to say that, oh, we used to be bad and now we're good. It's just we've grown and we've gotten better. Honestly, I think that Blade Bias and Camaro EE is the best example of this. I think he's really come into his own as a flipper. I think he's a phenomenal flipper now, and I think it's really cool to see the growth and the change that his flipping has had throughout his time in the community. But that's just it. You know, when he first started making videos, he was more of a beginner who didn't know as much. Just like Brandon Baker used to not know almost any balisong tricks, and now he's becoming quite the competent flipper. You do not have to be a good flipper or an experienced flipper to make videos and content in the balisong space. You just have to have a love and a passion for balisongs. And I think that's something great about this community. We don't go to people and berate them for being bad at flipping. No, that's not what the hobby's about. The hobby isn't about how good you can flip. It's about our love of balisongs and our love of flipping. And I think that that's truly a great thing about this community, that it's so open, anyone can do it. You know, we're always welcoming new people, trying to get new people into the hobby. And it doesn't matter if you're good or not. All that matters is that you love flipping. And I do love flipping, and that's why I make videos for you guys. And I honestly can't think of too much more to say, but if you've been thinking about starting an Instagram, starting a YouTube channel, maybe a TikTok, go for it. There's nothing to lose. You know, if you really don't like it, you can always quit. But it never hurts to have more people in the space. So don't let your, you know, flipping skill hold you back from doing the things you want to do. If you want to make videos, start making them now. You know, if your flipping skill really concerns you, you can practice. But I would say, you know, start your channel or whatever now and practice alongside with it. That way you can grow your flipping at the same time as you grow your online presence. Yeah, and you know, I'd love to see a lot more of you guys start making videos, make your own channels, Instagrams, that sort of thing, and just kind of really grow the hobby. The more of an online presence we have, the more wonderful people we have making content, the bigger our community will continue to grow as we reach more people. And that was really all that I had for you guys today. I hope that you have all had a wonderful day. And until next time, keep flipping.